Hello everyone and welcome back to City Skylines, the 1 hour a day build in our town of Lifström, with me, your host and insane mayor, Zerberus. We are still working on forcing them to start considering forestry as a career choice, as well as just move closer to the ground in general. All of this used to be high density, and we're turning all of this into low density. Including this area is also going to be low density when we're done. And so I really want to just stay with high density, basically, kind of within the confines of this. We'll leave the unlimited level high density basically in this area. This will be our true city center, so to speak. We may level this, we may not. And it'll just get slowly higher going in. Our first low high density might be out in here somewhere, or over here, basically like coming in, for example, where we used to have commercial zones. We'll see. We'll just let it run. I'll grab a sip of whiskey cola, and yeah, cheers. We're down to 162,000 population. The game is running appreciably faster than it used to. But yeah, of course, now we're getting like worker issues and everything. People just have to start moving in. They just have to start thinking, we don't want high density, we want to live in low density. And oh, how much is it going to hurt if we knock these out? 24,000 people. 50. Why? Ow. There are 52,000 people in this district and 24,000 in this one. That's the one with the cool roundabout bridge. And I actually think that both of these would even look better as low density, but of course, yeah, if we take it now and just rezone those right now, flat off the bat, yeah, then we're definitely going to have to start running with an unlimited money mod, or with the unlimited money option set next episode, because our income is just going to go racing down at a speed that's not even going to be even remotely funny. In fact, wait a second. That's the problem. We're not really going to get the area to put some of these in until we actually have some of those areas in. So the road is, yeah, the road with unlimited money may be longer and more arduous than I expect, even if we don't knock those out. I mean, of course, we could also do something like throw on the ultimate mod and then just slam up demand to maximum for everything. But that I actually consider cheating. The ultimate mod, unlimited money, well, then again, when you think about it, that's also just half of what we're working with mods. Basically everything we're doing is cheating in someone's mind, so that's not really an argument. Something went bing. I like to hear that. I'd just like to see more things going in here to go bing. How about that's nice. Skate park out here. With only 3 skaters. This guy's got to get dizzy sometime. What's with this guy? What's he? He drops. I think he grinds the rail. I think that was a rock to fakie. May have been another grind. He may have just ridden around. And what's this guy doing? Posing. Okay. Oh, maybe he's not. Oh, that's a fourth guy. Didn't notice that. So what's he doing? Can we first person him? That would be too awesome if we could first person them and just watch their run. Okay, around the rail. Could have been worse. Kind of pointless to pick up his board there, but okay. This isn't Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, so we can't really fault them for that. This is cool enough that there's anything there. And we are still getting huge amounts of cargo traffic, so something's still keeping us somewhat afloat. Yeah, the campus is still making 146,000 a week. Our industries are making 125,000 a week. So once residential comes back in some of the commercial, even if it does come in as low density, yeah, I think we should be on a road to getting back to where we need to be. That said, a lot of that income is probably also going to be from the high density, especially since we've slammed taxes down over here or in all of the low density to basically make it more attractive for people to move in. And the commercial area is starting to come in. That's nice. And in all of the residential zones, it's starting to come in, but it's just not coming in anywhere near as fast as we would like it to. What's the story up here? Is this working? This all seems to be working fine. They're filled, they have basically nothing. Or they're filling and they have basically nothing while they're still getting goods. What's the story on workers? 140. We still don't even. Once again, we don't even have enough workers for level 1. Wait a sec. Is that 2 districts or 1? That's 1 district. So what we'll actually do, we'll draw in a second district out here and we'll take out the high-rise ban for the buildings on the outside. Just to load for the low density. So hit that. And we're about to get it, yeah. Just want to be careful not to cross over to the road or over the road. No, we want to be on the road, but we just don't want to allow those high density buildings in there a chance to upgrade. I want a smaller brush now. So we'll definitely pull this back up to here. So, and they don't have a high-rise band, do they? Yes, they do. Well, let's take that out then. Let's see if that doesn't also help spur a little bit of growth back in here. In fact, that's something we could do. just allowing these districts closer to the university to also build up to level 3, because I mean their businesses are organic and local produce, so they're as high as they're going to get anyway, and these low density houses aren't going to get super high anyway. But it will be a little bit higher than it is out here in this area, and that's what we want. We want to see it just slowly rise up higher and higher as we get into the center of town. You know what? No, we'll keep their high-rise, man. They keep theirs. Willow District does not get to become a towering megalopolis. What is that? What is going on here? Ah, just appears to be a texture issue. Interesting. They all appear to be in a similar line that... Okay. I'm just gonna say random graphics bug. Graphics card isn't exactly doing much, so that's not the issue. Well, that said, I do have it does have a broken ventilator, broken fan on it, so it's only here in these areas, though. Okay, we'll just say that's a weird bug and leave it at that. So, is there anything we can do other than installing mods? We could add the coastal fortress. I think we have that, don't we? What's that? Oh, that's right. That's that ice skating rink that I downloaded for the last build. Aviation club. There. That's what we're looking for. The sea fortress. Just put this on the other end of the commercial area, preferably relatively close to a subway stop. I think that'll work. So now we'll take one of our zonable pedestrian boardwalks. And create ourselves Is that not supposed to connect as a... Oh no, that's right. It's not connecting as a road because we have node snapping and everything off. That's right. I was just wondering, it's like, wait a sec, normally these connect just fine. No anarchy, no problems, just connecting. Yep, just connecting. Good. And of course putting in a stupid traffic light. I'm going to assume that has water. Just make sure. So, and we may also... Yeah, that's right. We were basically kind of almost set on putting the airfield in here eventually. That might be something to build on the side while we're waiting for everything to come back in. The way these numbers are looking, you can almost say hoping it will come back in, but yeah, it's coming back in. I mean, we can see people building. They're just not building as much and as fast as we'd like to. Here's another one coming in, here's another one coming in. It's getting there. Just taking longer than we want it to. Oh, and by the way, if I haven't miscounted, then this is actually episode 50. So, yay, happy birthday, something like that. I don't know, is 50 an important number? Seems important, I don't know. Yeah, now that there's of course nothing up here anymore, this is a perfect traffic solution. I mean, I do still like the general idea, but I think we may have slightly pooched the execution. I'm thinking what we might want to do, we might want to like have these basically be slip roads, kind of just going along the highway, so to speak. Allowing the highway traffic to come off, and then with the roundabouts, we'll then just disperse it then within our city. So we'll actually not even have this road anymore, but rather we would then have like single highway outlanes coming off here, for example. I don't know. We'll think about it when we actually get to the point where any of this matters again. And yeah, at this point is, well, wow, this particular area, interestingly enough, seems to be coming in very fast. Which is nice. So, Thornton Heights, how many people here? 2,500. Yeah, so the lion's share of our people still live in these two districts. Literally about 75,000, so yeah, almost half. Which is kind of interesting, because we really don't have that many more other places for people to live other than like out here, and I can't imagine there being 10,000 people in there. No, 1,600. 1,600 in that one, and yeah, 1,000 there. So 2,500 people up here. That's not that many. $159. Yay, it's finally going up just a little bit. What's going on here? You guys all stoned? Is that what's going on? Oh, I think this may actually be so close that it's causing some slight issues with those nodes being so close together. So we'll pull that node back a little bit to say here. I think that should give them ample room to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, I think that's going to work better. So where's our foot traffic going to and coming from? All using this bridge. Which is basically exactly what that bridge was put there for, so that's good per se, but what's interesting is that they're not really using the park as much as I would have kind of expected them to. Because all they have to do is cross the road and then they can do... Well, then again, it depends on where they're going. It does seem to thin out more and more the further down we get here. Although back here near the train station, yeah, then of course it once again hops up a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it. It's growing, it's just growing a lot more slowly than we'd like it to. And again, if we really want to, there are mods that we can use that will just, yeah, invalidate that game mechanic, so to speak, and just put the demand where we want it to be. But I would still kind of like to avoid using those. And why do we once again have wonky lane changing in here? There it's set up. Yeah, here it's set up on all. So why was that screwed up over here? That doesn't matter. 114 businesses without enough workers. Yeah, that's because we don't have population. Yeah, the same problem as basically all the time right now. In fact, I may actually, for the next episode, just download the ultimate mod quick and then just slam up residential demand. Then again, I mean, we've got time. I mean, this city is not going to be anywhere near, at least I don't plan on completing it in 2020. This is, I'm thinking this time 2021 maybe is more realistic. And when you think about it, yeah, that's right, the businesses will take themselves out as they're not needed. At least the industry will. So it's going to reach some sort of an equilibrium. The question is just going to be, what level is that equilibrium going to be at? What's everything going to look like? Ah. For a second there, I thought that was gumming up. Ah, they're parked, okay. And then just these huge amounts of people coming out of the metro. Zombie apocalypse for beginners. You know what, we're going to take out that crosswalk. It doesn't need to be there. And neither does that one. They can cross there. And that kind of makes more sense because it's right in front of the Oriental Pearl Tower anyway. Yeah, every time a metro comes, it just spits out so many people. But what's nice is that they don't seem to be getting into their cars for the most part. And that's good. And we're probably gonna like put a light or something up here in this brazier, so it looks better at night. May even add a second harbor, but I don't think we will. Don't think we really need it. Definitely not now. Yeah, university's still looking, well, obviously it hasn't changed much, so it's still going to look fine. And yeah, and they're actually still earning. Still got 7,300 students. It's much, much lower than our capacity. Oh, but education is now also, of course, a non-issue. Yeah, of course, there's nobody left to be educated. You know what? We're going to start quarter by quarter up in here. Knocking out zoning. Just one quarter at a time. So, that's gone. This road is a bit wonky, that's the problem. But we'll get everything. So, once all of that goes out, and this can start going back in. Nope, 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 nope. want some commercial in here. And right here around the hospital. Maybe just some more in here. And of course the outside line. Can't forget about that. In fact, do we even want to go out that far yet? No, we don't. I actually just want to stay on this side so far. Or at this point, I should say. Which, when you think about it, is really actually more or less the same thing. So, we've got that. No. Let's see how low you can go. That should be the entire zone, and lots of stuff that we don't want yet. But it's all coming out. At least the stuff we don't want. So now the question is how long they're going to need to come in. Yeah, again, that probably pissed off quite a few people again. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like another 5,000 people. Oh my god. I just noticed that wasn't this district having more than this district, that was this district having more than this quarter. These are actually 4 districts. I'm just noticing again. What tool do I have marked? Oh, that's why. Yeah, there's 25,000 there. 16,000 there. 17,000 there. And, well, basically 0 here. But the first ones are also already... No, that's a small playground. Okay. That's a small playground? Seriously? Oh, yeah. Zoom a little closer, you can see the props. And there goes the Twitch chat. 1 second. Did I miss anything? No, I did not. So, yeah. Once again, we get back to our waiting game. It almost hurts to be cutting this much population this radically, but yeah, again, we need to get them into these low density buildings. And that's just going to take drastic measures. More and more of them over time. We don't want to completely redo the zoning plans. I mean, we do like I do like the zoning and things the way they are, with like these little commercial nooks every so often. But yeah, again, we need to get people to start moving into low density residential housing. Why is crime high there? Well, I get a feeling it's not going to be for long. Does look like police are on their way. Ah, I'm out of control. Oh, sorry about that. Did not expect that. Down to 147,000. But we do see some amount of residential growth, so yeah, that is going up. It's just, again, not going up anywhere near as fast as we want to. I think now we're really going to have to stop evicting people, because as a small side effect, at least I'm assuming, of our constantly dropping overall population, they're once again losing workers up here. Just out of curiosity, what's with the amusement park, other than being abandoned? Some people still come here, apparently. Not anywhere near enough people to make it worth owning, but some people still go in there. And again, the infrastructure is basically already set up just about everywhere for whatever we could want. We just have to actually put it in. In fact, you know what? Do we want to knock out Central? No, we don't want to knock out this district right now yet. That is one huge district, isn't it? Yeah. That's what's going on there. I mean, this is one and these are 4 individuals. I'm not really sure why these aren't 4 individual districts then, but... Oh, we actually made that into a legitimate city park? Okay. Is it at least making money? It is. Do we want to drop a gazebo in or something like that, maybe? I think that's what we'll do. We'll drop those on both entrances. Now it's level 3 and earning more money just as a result of that. Yeah, I think we'll do those on all 3 entrances. And just be done with it. That one's a little bit too far out. And so as a result, we'll move that one up as well. Prop and tree anarchy are off. So that should, yeah. Might be a little bit covered by some stuff, but it's in there. That zoning needs to go though. Yeah, they're not going to go up any higher in level though. I mean, come on, this is hilariously, it's called Maple Gardens, but it's got these 4 big palm trees in here, so somebody was smoking something. Abandonment and workers, abandonment and workers, abandonment and workers. Well, here are your workers. Your abandonment issues, sorry, they're not my problem. They are actually very much our problem. So much, in fact, that we will go in and knock out the high-rise ban here. Not that I really expect that to have much of an effect. That said, a lot of these buildings have been in here for quite a while, so they might actually upgrade, at least some of them. So yeah, we're absolutely hemorrhaging money at this point. And there's really nothing we can do but sit, wait, and hope people actually move in the way we want them to, and not in some other weird wonky way. Because then we can just basically follow the same template, so to speak, that we had before, and then just slowly expand into this area. Just doing it much more slowly with low density buildings first. Yeah, got that little commercial zone in the center where it's a little bit higher. Why is that a little bit higher though? Is that... Oh, because that's normal commercial. But it's on the inside of the roundabout, so it actually shouldn't be too loud. Especially since it's also low density. I think that'll work fine. Especially being just right on the back also of the university. Are those? Yeah, they're flared up. That one's not, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. And if nothing else, we can at least say, hooray, we're not getting any flooding problems anymore. Well, that's actually almost concerning. How much power are we getting out of that? 1104 megawatts. And that's why it's only 1104 megawatts. So this could potentially hurt. What we're basically doing is raising the level that the water actually comes down off of that dam. So the difference between the ground level up here and the ground level out here. 1600 megawatts. So yeah, that was... We've got our 1.6 gigawatts back, but of course now we're going to get a small flood. Well, hey, what are we good for if not unleashing floods on our, on our city? I think this is what? This is the third, fourth, fifth time. But this will basically be a nice test of our lock system. Whether or not this can actually hold back any significant amount of water, or are we going to see just a massive wave just coming past this area. And now that the game's running a little bit faster, we can actually watch that. We can see some overspill coming from up here still. Some coming from over here as well. That will eventually stop. And the main wave is here. Should mostly get caught in the locks, if not entirely. Yeah, flooding's gone. Overspill is basically ending. One. Yeah, no more overspill. Yeah. Very minor here. So let's see what this wave does. Again, I don't think it's actually going to cause a huge problem because there's just so much space for it to move into. Well, we're going to find out very, very soon whether or not they get to weather another flood, because they don't have enough problems right now. No, we have to flood everything as well. But yeah, I think at the very latest, those bottom two locks are going to stop just about everything that still wants to propagate through. So let's just watch it go by and see what happens. See how much of it actually passes this in its quest to become a problem. We may have unleashed a little bit of water, yeah, but it's not actually too bad. It's still not cresting over these banks. I spoke too soon. It is actually cresting over these banks. So yeah, let's try not to cause any more catastrophes using the dam. or at the very end, exactly when the entire city's done, I'm just gonna say screw it and just pull the dam out. It's like, we've done this so many times already. You guys know the drill. Oh. Again, be glad you live wherever you do. You could be living in one of my cities. It might not be as much fun as you thought. Oh, but it all looked so beautiful on stream. Yeah. On stream, you weren't paying taxes to live here. Let's just let a quick cinematic run, since there's not really much else we can currently do anyway. Except make stupid jokes and watch cinematic videos. Hey, well, it's better than nothing. Oh, my whiskey cola is empty. That is, of course, a massive, massive fail. If you thought the dam was a problem? Watch what happens when I run out of things to drink. I'm not an alcoholic by any measure, but yeah, I do like to drink a glass or 2 or 3 or 4 of whiskey cola after work and while streaming. And if I don't have that, maybe I could get annoyed. I don't know. Maybe I could just completely delete this road just because I want to. No, of course not. What the F is going on there? Where is that? That is... going to be one of our custom highway connections. Well, wait a sec, we can find that with the traffic tool. 81%. That's down. That's down. Why is that down in here? Why is traffic in here so insane? Can't really say I get it. And why is it 2 lanes in? Oh, because we want to... Somehow there's an asymmetrical road there that didn't get put in. There, that should now work a little bit better. Oh, there. But what's the pumping service pumping? You like emptying the river for no reason, or? We'll pull this node up a little bit just to make sure. Yeah, when the pumping service comes to town, that's when your traffic is basically automatically going to be screwed. But why are we getting flooding in here? We should not be getting flooding in here. This was like always set up perfectly, but I mean, just set that up again. Set it up a little higher. Yeah, should be fine now. Huh? Didn't there used to be water in here? Oh, now it's coming back. Huh? What is going on here? Yeah, because this is actually supposed to go all the way out to the sea. And it looks like it will, but it's like, why wasn't it already doing that? I mean, this map has been running for a few minutes. That little distance should have been filled a long time ago. Before somebody gets stupid ideas like building something in there. Which may or may not have already happened. Okay, so that was interesting. And again, that's what I really like about cinematic mode. You just sit there, you're flying through, you're minding your own business, and then all of a sudden, what the F is going on there? So let's try that again. See if we can do that without finding a... What is going on with that metro station? It's like a... Yeah, our public transport, as you can see, is basically like the source of the zombie apocalypse. So maybe the Umbrella Corporation is innocent after all. We still have a few hundred episodes to find out whether or not they're really innocent. I get a feeling they're going to poison a few more people. Did you guys just see that? Whatever it was, it looked like a car, or almost like a black cat that just went zzz, straight across the road. Yeah, this is that residential area where there's supposed to be water. Maybe. Oh my god, you know what that might have been? Maybe that node was so low that the pumping station thought that the water source was actually flooding. And so they were just constantly there trying to pump out the water when the water was actually supposed to be there in the first place. Yeah, we do still have some lanes to manage. Although this isn't, as you can see, the traffic is not really, I mean, we could probably be doing 2-lane gravel roads in here and it wouldn't matter. The only reason areas like this have those big 6-lane roads is just for the large spacious appearance and the trees on the side. I think the only place we actually legitimately need 6 lanes right now is actually in the forestry industry, because that's actually built specifically to use all 6 lanes. And I get a feeling, okay, the traffic is of course low back here, but eventually they will actually use all 6 lanes in here. I'm fairly sure about that. And you know what? We're actually not going to set pure turning lanes in here. We want them to use all 6 lanes going through. So if they want to stay in the outside lane, they can just come in on the outside lane and be done with it. Like this guy, for example. Okay, they're moving over. Because again, these are services, so any traffic in here is going to be light anyway. This is a power plant. There's no traffic there at all. Basically, it's free parking. And this is our administration building. Where is the entrance to that anyway? Which I think the entrance is over here, or which side is that? Oh, I cannot figure this building out. I get a feeling this is supposed to be the entrance, but I know it's supposed to be on that road, so let's... That's the way it's set up right now. Oh, we have it flipped over. That's the problem. it was literally flipped around. That's why I couldn't figure it out. It was not supposed to be figured out the way it was. It wasn't even supposed to be in there the way it was. But simply because of the way the traffic splits up back here, again, 6 lanes are actually, yeah, they make sense. But only here, and then go down to 4, go down to 2. But anything in here can just go straight through on... Basically, they can slowly move over and get into the lane they want. That was the whole idea behind this concept. And I did use a similar concept in a previous build. And I think it worked reasonably well. I honestly can't really remember how well that went anymore, but I think that was decent. Again, the biggest issue back here, though, is still going to be, yeah, workers. 143. Do we really, really need to add more high density in here? I totally do not want to do that. No, you know what? We'll just take the other side of that road. Just over to here. And one cursor away. The outside of the cul-de-sacs we're still actually going to leave as low density. So if you live literally on the cul-de-sac, then you get to keep your home if you already live there. With the exception of this one. And this one. Oh, and now we turn these into high density. We just need to get that industry running. And this is probably going to be the only way. Nice thing is, the high density that's going to come in there at least is actually going to be... Oh, well, that's already... Sorry about that. So, sorry about your home, but it needs to go. So, I think we've almost got them all. Yeah, that should be everything. Oh, we missed one. That said, the high density that was already in there hasn't even completely come in yet, so that's probably not really the problem. Again, the problem is most likely here, and especially in combination with this one. Though that said, that's probably specifically from the rezoning we just did. Because the low density communities in here, for the most part, seem to be coming in. I think we'll add like some gravel paths like through the back and things like that. Let's see if this idea works. I don't want to knock out those two buildings. And I don't have to. Those are connected, right? If they aren't connected yet, they're connected now. And we'll just keep doing this basically to all of like the center cores of these low residential areas. Not because anyone necessarily actually wants to go back in there, but just so it looks like there's ways to get back in there. And then again later we'll throw in trees. Little path from the back of the skate park over here is probably a good idea. Biggest problem is finding access points between buildings. Yeah, because, I mean, again, this is basically the only thing we can really do right now anyway. That will leave the way it is. Any way for that path to actually get back in there? Not really. Well, there's no zoning here yet, so there's always that possibility. Then we'll also put like some, I don't know, like the occasional swing set or picnic bench or something like that back in there as well. Can I get in here without knocking out either one of them? Yes, I can. Again, almost the hardest part is finding a reasonable access point for the road. That's already starting to look much better. Yeah, and that's a path from the back of the high school, which has a hilariously juvenile playground. There, and that managed to connect up. Excellent. So, population is starting to recover. There's no way we're getting through here, are we? No, but we might get through here. Nope. So that path can actually go. Toss a playground or something in there. And we'll just start doing it over here as well. Oh, that'll connect back up to there. That's nice. It just loops back like that. leave that. Put a little something in there.
Italian leather, Italian threading. Pernu is Italian for jean jacket. We take the second best of Milan.
So, and we'll bring one more back in here.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't have pants. Pernu apparel.
Yeah, that one block of zoning is not a huge issue. Now this is all starting to look more and more like a residential area. The fact that it's looking like one doesn't mean that it's working like one yet. Just in the sense of, where are all the people? Please start moving in. You guys have done this before.
But you know, sometimes you can get lost in that cold. Stay inside and hide from the gray skies. To all of you out there caught in the rain, remember, you'll have fresh fruit before you.
So I think we'll add another one back in here. Distance too short. I'll give you distance too short. They don't really need any paths back in there, which is partly also to say we wouldn't know where to put them. That area may also be problematic. Here won't. Ah, starting to look nice. Starting to look nice. There, connected that up. That will connect this over to here as well. Not really so worried about those 2 hexes of zoning. Lost 2 hexes and a house there, but again, I don't think that's going to kill us. No, this won't kill me. Once again, famous last words. I'm really good at that. That wasn't the plan. Sorry about that, guys. Not gonna get any paths in there. So we've pathed up this district now. Actually, not completely. I'll look back in here. Yeah, no issues. Once again, no problems. back in here. Sorry, then we're gonna have to knock out the small one. So, miss anyone? They could still get one. Yeah, we'll connect up to this road, of course. So, that one we're not gonna do. I'm gonna put one in here. Move that node a little bit closer to the skate park. Probably even move that node a little bit. No, 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 no. Don't want to find it. I want to move it. Probably even move that node a little bit closer to the skate park. So, don't even need to try in there. So, and I think we are really nearing the point where there's not really much more of these we could do in any of these areas, or in this area I should say. So yeah, next would then be this one. That's probably going to go faster than we expect. Because we can't actually connect to the doggy park, we can only hook up to the back a little bit. Sorry guys, but that's just too much of a jump. They won't have one. We'll put one back in here though. And that's basically all of that already set up, because there isn't really any room for any more, except like maybe a path here. So, and once again I've lost sight of the chat, but that's actually not so bad because we are once again over time. So yeah, with that, episode 50 is over. I hope you guys have all enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, as usual, please feel free to like and subscribe on YouTube or to follow me on Twitch. And you guys, as usual, have also been great, and I've been Zerb. See you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Cheers.